Marrakech is a beautiful and wonderful place with so many different types of adventures, both cultural as well as heart racing, like we saw in my last video where we went ATVing and doing a camel ride through the Palmerie, as well as exploring some of the historical sites. But in this video, we're taking an adventure through culinary delights. And I'm really excited because I went with Marrakech Food Tours, which is the perfect way to be able to navigate the Marrakech Medina and all the souks and find some of the best hole-in-the-wall places, local spots that you would not find otherwise by yourself. Trust me, I like some of the places we walked through and I was like, wait, where are we going? And it ended up being such a magical experience. I can't even lie. How we handle our fears will determine where we go with the rest of our lives. I'm Sarah, an adventure and luxury travel blogger from Orlando. When I'm not exploring my home state of Florida, I'm traveling around the world and the US, trying to find adventure in everyday life, facing my fears and finding unique adventures and experiences to share and inspire. Be brave with me and face our fears together, and subscribe. First, we begin in the main square of Medina el-fnaa to meet the tour.
And one of my favorites, food tour, right? I mean, it's food, right? Yeah, so we're going to be discovering the inside of Marrakech Medina. I'm not going to take you guys to touristy places, you know, the shabby places doesn't serve really good food. And then, which means we're going to go through the narrow alleys. I don't know if you've been there yet. Did you get lost yet? A little bit? No? Okay, good. Stuff I want you to be aware of before we carry on our tour. So since we're going to narrow alleys, bikes that goes back and forth. Yeah. So I want you guys to keep this in mind. We always take our right side and we leave the middle with the bikes. Okay? That's why it's good. What's interesting is what happens in this magical place. It's not basically just the place, but the people that are in here. What makes it so special? And basically we have entertainment circles. What happens, people get in a circle just like this, and there's a person right in the front that in the middle, that does like this entertainment. Basically, you name it. It could be music, dancing, storytelling, anything that's going to entertain the people. And what's interesting, how they make a living. They make it by tip. So they get tipped. How? Say if I'm a storyteller, we'll stop at the peak of the story. And you really want to hear the ending, so okay guys, help us out, and that's how it gets. It's like a win-win, and you get interested. And yeah, we'll be carrying on. Please, shall we? Okay. Sorry, you're hungry, right?
Yes, I'm hungry. I didn't really eat lunch because I was doing the tour all day, and then I had like tea and bread, but I was like, okay, time to eat. I wanted to save it for the tour, so we're gonna have a lot of food.
Well, there's gonna be a lot of stuff. So you better pace yourself, guys.
Pace yourself. Jama el-fnaa. That's golden hour. It's time to head to our first stop, Chez Lamine.
What's interesting is that it gets cooked in this dish. All right? Tanjia. Yeah. Tanjia. Tanjia is Marrakech's specialty dish. Oh my god, is it delicious? Like kind of weird and new to you guys, but I totally understand what your point of view, your perspective, and I might not have tried it if I went abroad, but I'm telling you, it's really good. Sheep's head, but that in Arabic would be hamras. Okay. Hamras, like the head meat. Head. Okay. Hamras. And when we say head, of course we only mean the sheep. We don't have like, most of the time we don't have like cow.
Yeah.
And
so there are three, this has been a 5-generation restaurant. And they have 3 restaurants.
You'll get to smell the spices. I'll tell you the ingredients in a few seconds after he drops it down. Wow, look at that. Smell it? Only needs 6 ingredients. Okay. That's why it's so easy. There's no measurements, no tablespoon or teaspoon of this. The best one is what we had. So meat. Then we have saffron, the king of spices, garlic, then we have olive oil and cumin. But it's so interesting how it's made again. You put it in the pot and bury the whole thing inside the ashes. cooked, like I said, on low heat for a long time, 4 or 5 hours. It depends how big and what's inside.
Okay.
And yeah, we're going to eat it. Choose your weapon.
All right.
There you go.
Done.
There you go. Teach you how to eat with your hands. So how is that? So you take a little piece, and this is the magical tip. We don't do like this. Don't be afraid to use your thumb and get it inside the sauce. So what we do is you just go for the meat that's in front of you, and this is the trick. You just use your thumb to hold it, and it never falls off. And it's much better. And then you dip a little bit in the sauce, and we say, when we start eating, we say Bismillah. Bismillah. In the name of God. And that's how we do it.
Eating family style with a bunch of strangers with our hands was definitely an interesting experience. Would you try this? Let me know in the comments.
Meshwi. So, it's cooked with no seasonings. That's why I said try it like that.
Yeah.
See how like just natural taste like so good.
After trying amazing Tanjia roasted sheep, it was time to try a local delicacy, the sheep's head, and more particularly, eating the eyeball. There's only one of those, and it's supposed to be a honor? Well, that's what I told myself when I tried it for the first time and dug in.
There you go. Cheers. Bisaha. It's good, right?
Very good.
Very good.
Very good. It's salty.
Nice. Wow.
It's so deep.
Exactly. It's about 3 meters, if not. The sheep. How would they put the sheep? 3 sheep at once.
After seeing how the sheeps in Tanjia were made, it was time to go to the olive market.
So, what they would do actually is they will preserve these olives with different spices. Not only that, we have also the preserved lemon. So they will preserve lemon. Here's like the one we use, the Tanjia. It's here. There's 2 types. There's the one that gets preserved for like 2-3 weeks. It will stay yellow. But the one that gets garlic with thyme, olive oil, and bay leaf. Try it out before I give you the second one. It's like
What is it? Green olives and parsley
parsley.
and lemon?
Yeah. It depends like how the personality of the seller. I've tried them here. I've tried other places. This one is really nice, and the guy is super nice as well. Like honey, so sweet.
The sun was setting and the tour was just getting started, and the Medina was becoming more and more alive. In the next stop, we tried Herrera's soup and Moroccan pancakes.
They do add this one chopped onions with the paprika, pepper and salt.
Herrera is a traditional North African soup prepared in Morocco and is popular as a starter or it could be a light snack. For 7 to 10 dirhams, you can pick them up at most places in the Medina. I found it interesting how the lady used olive oil as to not burn her hands, as she used her bare hands to make the pancakes on the stove.
Harira. Okay. You want the ingredients?
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, so tomato base.
Yes.
With some lentils, some chickpeas, parsley, noodles, and the spices. And other houses might add some chunks of meat. They want it. It will be the same taste all around Morocco.
The food just kept coming and created connections that went across barriers of language. Next up was another unique dish, sardine kefta.
Here we are. Wow. We have our patties. As you can see, they don't look like sardine, don't they? So, you can take your weapon again.
Yeah.
Then you grab a patty and put it in there. And then you have tomato sauce with onions and olives, and you put what you like of that on top of it. And there's harissa as well if you want to put it too. Yes, please. And you got your own
We have an extra spoon.
Sardine kefta.
Sardine kefta?
Yeah, sardine kefta. Copies around Marrakech. Also, it's only in Marrakech. You don't find it.
Very good. Really nice.
Very good.
How is it?
I like it a lot. We're just walking in the Medina and through the souks. We had many good dishes so far and we're heading to still eat more. We had a rare soup, kefta, and sorry, the guy just bumped into me. We had kefta and sardine type burger and tangine. I ate a sheep's eyeball. Oh my gosh, the list goes on, but it is so good. Marrakech Food Tours so far has been amazing, and I love just walking around with the local to understand more about the culture and food and check out more of Marrakesh. We're heading to another place. Oh, the donuts. You were like, I want pastry. He's like, here's a pastry.
We are at the Moroccan donuts.
Moroccan donuts.
We call them sponge. Does it get any better this too, right?
It's revenge. Thank you.
This is nostalgic too. Okay. So, see how he makes it so difficult. This is the third generation. He used to do this since he was a kid. His grandfather used to do it here. Then his father and now him doing it. There's a picture of him. So, I'm going to tell you about this sponge. We get it and this palm tree leaf. Normally when you have a guest, like sudden guest, a good thing to bring me like half kilo, like a kilo, they wait for you here, and then you get in like this big palm tree leaf.
As a solo female traveler, I really liked this tour because it was a great way to walk around the markets at night with a local that knew where he was going and what was best to see.
Traditional market, and it goes different stuff. So it has themes. Depends what you want to buy, where you'll be going to. So in here we have the vegetables and the fruit soup. So when the housewife will come here in the morning to make coffee, to make something to go to. But if you want something to have some clothes, like something leather made out of leather, you go to leather soup. You know, like you can buy anything that's made out of leather. It's like gold soup, silver soup. It depends what you want to buy. The soup you'll be going to will be different. Rahba Qdima, and it means the old square. And now they call it a lot more the spice square because of a lot of spice shops around. It's so interesting, so beautiful. I love this place. In the middle we find a lot of ladies that would make like handicrafts, help their financial situation in their house, and to basically just make more money to help themselves and their family. And this is where we're going to have a little special stop. I think you've already seen it over here. Oh yeah, that I don't know what it's. What is it in German? Schnecke, yeah.
Schnecke.
We're getting Schnecke.
Getting Schnecke.
Alright, you want to get closer?
Oh, Schnecke.
Stay just standing up, you don't have to sit down. It's escargot, snails. I don't know if you had those before. Have you ever had it before? In a while. So, once before.
I've had it.
You had the French one, right?
Yeah, I've had escargot.
Yes. Alright, so escargot in Morocco, they're different. They're not like the French ones. These are cooked here with spices. There's a spice called ras el-hanout, and it's a mixture of 35 spices. Right? You can have some broth once you dry your first one. A lot of people will stop just for the broth, which is it is. Try the broth.
Put the empty shells here.
Yeah, just there.
Trying the snail broth.
I don't see the snail broth as well.
I could drink this.
It's really good.
I like it.
Try the winter. Some people stop just for the soup, so this is the broth.
Yeah, the broth is amazing. Yeah.
Good. Sarah approved.
Sarah approved. For our main course, we headed to the souk mother. She makes food for the entire souk and is known because she started her restaurant with her 3 girls after her husband died. Couscous may be my favorite Moroccan dish, and I was so glad to experience it like this. Learned all about the process of making couscous, and that is something I'll go into more detail in a future video. However, it was such an awesome experience to be able to sit and eat here with people from around the world, and also to experience a local restaurant.
This is the pre-last one. The next one is the last one. I'll tell you something. The next one is the dessert. I don't know about you guys, but no matter how full I am, there's always space for dessert. Yeah, it's like there's like a second belly dessert. Nothing goes to waste. You should know that. Nothing goes to waste. If you leave food doesn't go to waste. It's better cultural as well. Yeah, there's like people you need that will consume it. If it's self-clean, if it's not, fits with cats. Sure.
After having this beautiful experience, it was time to head to the last stop for dessert and smoothies. Here I have the best almond date milk smoothie and awesome Moroccan desserts. The guide explained all about the delicious pastries, including a special one made for Ramadan.
Deep fried dough and dipped in honey. It goes really well with the harira. And the donut guy will start making in Ramadan. So that's it. It's deep fried dough and dipped in honey, so sweet. One of my favorite. It's well consumed in Ramadan. You find like a lot of people start making it because it sells really well.
After the tour was done, I was stuffed and I didn't even finish like the vlog heading back to the Riyadh, but it was awesome. And I just wanted to end this here by saying, if you are in Marrakesh, you definitely should take Marrakech Food Tours. The owners of the company are amazing. I found them through Instagram. Morocco Mama has her own blog all about Morocco, living there as an expat. She married a Moroccan man, and they have a wonderful family living in Marrakesh. And they started this awesome company that employs local tour guides. And as you can see, it really goes to some awesome spots and supports local businesses. So if you're around and you want a guide through the Medina, because it can get a bit confusing, this is the perfect option. Also, I hope if you like this video, you hit subscribe and the notification bell so you're made aware, especially for when we go to the Sahara Desert. I'm so excited to share this with you. It was an adventure of a lifetime, and I'm 100% going to go back. So please hit the subscribe button. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions about traveling to Morocco. And for now, bye.